the talk of the town right now. We're in Los Angeles, and Bronny James got drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers and is going to have an opportunity to be a teammate. His teammate is going to be his dad. What are your guys' initial thoughts when you see that?
That's dope. I think people hate it on it. Like, they're not looking at it from like what that means to Bron. You know what I mean? Like, that's dope. I get to play with my son, like, you know, and as big as his legacy is, like, that's part of his legacy too. Like, the first player ever to be able to play with his son in the NBA. That shit is not talked about enough.
Hell, man.
You know what I mean? Like, people are hating on, like, oh, Bronny isn't a prospect, he isn't this, he isn't that. And it's wrong, because I think people have a certain image that they think Bronny's supposed to be. But he's not Bron. You know what I mean? He's his own person, and he's going to be his own player. Like, and I think he's good. I think he has talent. But they're not, you know what I mean, giving the credit, or they're not looking at it from the lens of like, man, Bron is doing something that hasn't been done. He get a chance to play with his son, coach his son. And like that, like, how cool is that going to be when you see at any point in the season? I don't know how soon JJ Redick is going to throw Bronny out there, but it'd be cool to see. Like, just imagine Bronny throw a lob to LeBron, and he's like, LA is going to go crazy.
It's going to be lit.
Yeah. I think you're not going to be able to get no tickets at all. Every game sold out.
It's been like that.
Every game. But it's going to be really sold out now. Nothing.
Bronny got that.
They
that
just
pull?
wait. Come on. Not
People
just
are gonna
Bronny.
watch that.
You want to see LeBron and his son play. It don't matter. You don't know what game is going to happen, but when it happens, you're going to be front row center.
Yeah.
Like,
well, I mean, if there's any word that like Bronny's playing tonight, like, yeah, for sure.
I mean, preseason for sure. I feel like they'll definitely throw them in there together. I mean, one of them last few games, they might be like, all right, Bron, he'll probably play for one of these, and put Bronny out there, put them both on the court at the same time. I feel like
I just don't see how people really think the boy isn't ready. All his life, he been playing with number pros. Like, literally, all his life, he been playing with pros. What they gonna say? Just because his height, he's not tall like his daddy. The boy had a heart problem and still came back balling and doing stuff in the
combine.
The combine, balling like that after a heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, come on, leave the boy alone. Let him just play.
I think it's going to be interesting because, you know, as you guys know, there's a lot that you have to learn when you go to the NBA. And I think he's in such an interesting position right now because his teammate's going to be his dad. Like, let's just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
that's different.
Is he going to get a whooping on the court? If you know what I mean? Like, it's his dad. It's a weird dynamic. Like, the way you look at, you know, we all look at our dads.
Yeah,
like,
that is crazy. Hey, son, throw that in the trash for me. I ain't throwing that away. What?
Yeah. And I do think the argument is fair, like, from the other side of, hey, has he really, you know, earned it from his own merit? I think that's a fair argument to make, but that's a lot to put on an 18-year-old with everything that's going on. And granted, he's been in that spotlight his whole career, his whole life. Their whole family has dealt with that. Right. So I'm going to be interested to see how he manages that as an individual. That's a lot.
And I like what you said. People not thinking about how LeBron James feel.
How LeBron
James feel. That's my son. I get to play with my son. I don't care how y'all think. I'm playing with my son. Y'all should have had a son to play with y'all. I got mine.
It just hits a whole nother level.
Yeah. It's different things you think about. Like imagine practice when like Bron's team's going against Bronny's team. Like, you know they're gonna be talking shit. Like,
for sure.
LeBron, mouse in the house.
You still my son now. Like, that's gonna be kind of cool,
right? Yeah, like it's just the dynamic of that. You know what I mean? Bronny get a little fast break. Bron trying to chase it down. Like,
do you think he'll play? Do you think he'll have an opportunity to play this year in a game?
YES.
I'm a fan of Bronny.
YES.
Like, I'm a fan of Bronny. So yeah, why not? I think he has NBA potential for sure.
Yeah. And then you also have to worry about the other side, which I'm sure all the other guys in the NBA, he's going to have a target on his back. Like, you know, imagine Patrick Beverley, the opportunity that he gets to have on Bronny. Like, he's going to take advantage of that.
You do, but he got a good protector behind him.
Very true.
I think he'll be all right.
That's going to be great.
Imagine how Savannah feel. The mama.
You know,
she had LeBron James when he was in high school, all his life, seeing his whole NBA career.
And now my son
that I birthed is in the NBA.
Not only in the NBA, but playing with his dad.
With my husband. I'm still going through this shit. It's like, that's how she feel.
Yeah.
Like, that's amazing.
It is dope.
Bron he might get in his first fight this year.
You think Bron?
Yeah, LeBron might be in a lot of scuffles this year.
I was picking on his son.
That's
I told he ain't nothing. He's soft. He's soft. He shouldn't even be here. What you mean, boy? I'm LeBron James. What's that? Who that dude always say I'm LeBron James? What's that dude?
LeBron James.
I'm LeBron
He's a
James.
comedian or something, right?
Everything.
The kid.
Some dude. He always just
Phillips,
jokes.
Supreme. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
RDC.
They're
Yeah.
good.
They're very good. Very good.
Funny as hell.